Hey guys, it's Friday night and we're gonna have a little bit of t-shirt fun tonight. We're taking old t-shirts that you find, you can get them wherever. If your kids grow out of some, we're gonna make some cute Christmas trees out of some. So little girls, pink Christmas tree we can make for a little girl's room out of an old t-shirt. To use their t-shirts and be able to cut them up, we're gonna make some pumpkins and then just some decorative balls for your containers on your table or whatever. So we'll go ahead and get started and just take any old t-shirt, and when you're looking for t-shirts to use, find ones that don't have a seam down the side of them. So when you find a t-shirt that has a seam down the side of it, that's not going to work exactly for this project. I'll show you in a way how we can kind of hack and go around it and still use that kind of t-shirt. But this will be the most ideal one for getting the most amount of string or yarn for t-shirt yarn for all of our projects. So having a pattern on the front or something on the front is not going to make too much difference, because when we wrap it onto something, I'll show you how to kind of hide those areas where there is actually writing on a t-shirt. So go ahead and take your t-shirt, any t-shirt that you find. I'm going to move these pumpkins out of the way. Take your t-shirt and cut from sleeve to sleeve. Just cut a straight line across, right from the armpit of the sleeve to the armpit of the other side. So I'll show you on this one. We'll go ahead and just cut this t-shirt straight across from the bottom of one armpit to the bottom of the other armpit. And then hold on to that, because that'll be the stuffing for our pumpkins or our balls or whatever we're creating with them. So cut that end off, and then go ahead and cut the other end off as well. The bottom hem, we're going to cut that off. This entire project you can do with scissors, or you can use a rotary cutter. I'm going to do it with a rotary cutter just to kind of speed up the process a little bit, but you can do this just the same with scissors as well. So what you'll do is, once you get that t-shirt, you're cutting it from armpit to armpit, so you're cutting the top of the t-shirt off, and then you're cutting the bottom hem off. And then you'll take that t-shirt, lay it sideways, and then fold it over so it almost touches the end, but not quite. So your t-shirt is folded in half and almost goes to the end there, like that. If you guys just joined us, we're making t-shirt yarn, so we can create lots of different things with that. So I'm going to do this with a rotary cutter, and then we're going to cut about every inch. So it's kind of nice to have this mat that measures it for us. If you don't have that, it's not a big deal. Once you start wadding all the yarn around something, you don't notice if it's a straight line or not, so don't worry too much about that at all. Just, I'll show you with scissors. If you're going to cut it and eyeball it, just kind of eyeball about an inch. And then when you get to this part where it's overlapped, just cut past the first fold and don't cut all the way to the last fold. So cut all the way down and then don't cut, so you'll still have it attached at the end. If you can see on this, it's still going to be attached on one end. So cut all the way down 1 inch up to that fold, but not past it. So we'll go ahead and do that all the way across the t-shirt, just up to that first fold. And about every inch or so, but not a big deal if you don't get an inch. Not a big deal if there's, on that, if you can see, I just missed, so I'm just gonna go back over it and make sure we get it all cut. I guess I wasn't pushing hard enough. Again, don't worry about it being even or not. It's really not gonna matter once we get it all rolled up onto something. So guys, we just took an old t-shirt, we cut it off from armpit to armpit and folded it in half. And now we're just cutting it into strips with leaving one side attached yet. so many fun things you can do with t-shirt yarn. It's kind of neat just to find old spools too and just wrap it up on old spools. That actually makes really cute decor on a shelf too. I'm going to show you guys how to make a pink pumpkin. I have a pink t-shirt cut up to make a Christmas tree with it, but I thought a whole bunch of white t-shirts to make some white Christmas trees would be really pretty, or do some green ones. Okay, I got to the end here, and as you can see, this is quite a bit off on there, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut that piece off. Just cut it completely off. So we have a straight edge. Okay, so once you get all of those strands cut to about 1 inch, when you unfold that, you'll see now we have a long t-shirt, but each of these ends is still attached, and this end is attached all the way across. So what you're going to do is just slide your arm through across that seam or below that seam, and then this is kind of the tricky part on it. Once you have all of those cut into 1 inch strips and you have this seam that's still connected here, you're just going to start with your scissors by coming in on one side and going diagonally, and the first one you'll just cut straight off. So you'll go at a diagonal and cut it straight off like that. And then you work your way all the way down this seam, going from one side to the other side at an angle. So it's staying connected. So you can see this is going to all end up as just one entire long strand of t-shirt string when we're done. So you just work all the way down. The first one we cut off at an angle straight off, and then all the rest of these we just cut from one side to the other side at an angle. All the way down. And then the last one, you just cut it off. So just like the other end, it just comes straight off like that. So that's how you finish it. And then what you're going to do is you have all of this as one long connected piece of t-shirt yarn. So a couple of things we can do. If you guys want to make pumpkins with them, you can, if this kind of a last minute, Thanksgiving is next week, so if you want to throw together some pumpkins and grab an old orange t-shirt or browns or yellows, you'll just take kind of a piece of the sleeve. A sleeve or a little bit more is a good start for the center, and then just wad that up into a ball, and then just take the end and go ahead and just start wrapping it. Nothing fancy about it at all. If you kind of keep it shaped like a pumpkin, when you're all done, it's going to look like a pumpkin. Add a stem and set it on the table. Throw it out with some pine cones and some other fun fall decor. It's kind of a neat way. You're just, as you're wrapping, just kind of keep changing directions so you don't end up with a big spot anywhere in it. Like this, you know, is starting to get thick right here if I keep going the same way like this. So just keep kind of going around. Come across it this way too. And just keep working it around until you get whatever size pumpkin you want, and then you can add a stem, or you can do them in lots of different colors and add them to like a tray on your table. Or the one that I thought was really cute for Christmas coming up, if you guys are getting ready to decorate for Christmas this week, is I just took a foam cone and I went ahead and made a pink t-shirt yarn and then just wrapped it around the cone, all the way down the cone. And then I'll show you, like right here where there's words on the t-shirt, just go ahead and make sure that that is down on the bottom layer, and then when you come back around, cover it up with the ones that don't have words on it so you're not seeing all those words. Make sure it's, you know, the words are facing down, and then just cover it up with the next layer where there are not words. So just wrap the cone with the t-shirt, and you guys could add little puff balls or ornaments or a little star to the top. You could put a stem on it if you wanted to and set it on a piece of wood, but these are adorable Christmas trees, pumpkins, table decor, whatever you can make. But the string art, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I do have a tutorial up on the blog at saveformore.com if you want to check that out. Thanks for joining me, and have a great night, guys.